Welcome to Rocky Mountain Combat. I'm Bruce, the owner. I'm going to go over some basic things with the waiver, safety, and I'll teach you a little bit about the different sports that we have. Let's go. The waiver. Everything's online. The bolds are the important part. If you want to understand the specifics about it, read the rest of it. But you are responsible. If you or anybody in your party gets hurt, you're responsible for everything associated with it, the hospital bills, etc. I won't sue Rocky Mountain Combat or anyone associated with it for any reason. I'll pay what I break, and I won't blame anyone for theft but myself, and I won't bring outside play weapons. Exception is airsoft. Photographic, you're okay with having photos or video taken and used in any way associated with the business, the media, and the marketing. That's like Google Images or a Facebook post. Typically we don't do that unless it's something amazing, we really like it. Give you an idea of a broken gun, I'm going to show you something up here real quick. This is an idea of a broken gun. If you can tell the difference between one gun to another, this is where little Billy Bob decided he didn't like playing or didn't like something, so he took the gun, turned around and smacked it on the ground, and now it's broken. Don't do that or you'll buy a gun, okay? Alright, so back to this. You're okay with photos or video being taken. Typically we'll try to do that so we can share it with you. You're healthy enough to play and you're responsible for the consequences if you're not. Biggest problems we have when it comes to health is overheating and heat stroke. I'm telling you the truth about my age and I'm responsible for my dependents. And that's the waiver. Basic rules. Here we go on this one. Our main goal is to just have fun, okay? Minimum ages, we do have those. Technically we can go younger, but ultimately that face mask has to fit so you don't end up looking like me, right? You gotta wear your safety, otherwise we'll kick you off the field. Minimum age, for all the sports that have projectiles, it's 12 years old. For laser tag, we can go pretty much as young as you want as long as your kid's strong enough to hold the gun. No cherry picking. Cherry picking is when one player is over here and like if all the players they're on the field and they have to come up to this spot to get and tag a spot to get back in the game. Cherry picking is waiting for them to come to that spot, and as soon as they tag back in, you shoot them. Okay? No cherry picking. Footwear. You need to have things that are closed. My son back here shooting videos, making a smirk. I like that. You got to cover your toes. Okay? No flip-flops. Gaiters are not ideal. Military boots like this, when you're down in the trenches and on the rubber, you will slip. So be mindful of that, especially when it's wet. Gideon, you feel free to chime in on something if you want. Keep off of certain obstacles. I will show you what those are in a minute, but basically the black walls, the white totes, and the cover that goes over the trench, stay off of that stuff. You're welcome to move the blue plastic barrels anywhere you want, that's fine. Running and injuries. Our most common injury is associated with running and tripping. Trips and falls, just like in sports, soccer, football, etc. Running, collisions, and so on. Let's see. Being sober is ideal. If we think that you're a danger to other people because you're intoxicated, we will have you dismissed by that. Profanity. When there are other groups here that are not just your party, we request that you avoid profanity. Obey the ref and the rules. Sometimes we need to change things up for your own safety. Obey us or else you get kicked off the field and you're asked to not return. You need to control your aim. Don't just randomly point at anything and shoot it. Please don't try to intentionally destroy the black wall barriers. They're 4 foot tall, 8 feet wide. They're just billboard vinyl. If you keep targeting at them and shooting them just for the fun of it, you'll tear holes in them and they wear down faster. Please don't use paintball and shoot the windows. It's hard to clean off. Okay, real weapons, knives, guns, etc. Please leave them in your car. Let me close the door, please. Field BBs only, so whether it's paint or airsoft, one of the ways we make a small profit is by making sure that we only authorize the use of our own paint and our own BBs when you're playing. No bullying. Oh, and also everything that we have is biocompatible. So our paint for paintball is all natural, it's not oil-based, and our BBs are bio BBs, so they'll biodegrade faster. No bullying. If we have combined parties or public events and we see that bullying is a problem, we'll ask the bully to leave. Be kind, kind of the same thing. But in the be kind, we're going to use the mercy surrender rule. So if I sneak up on somebody and I'm coming around a corner, they don't know I'm here, I can tap them on the shoulder, or I can say bang bang, and they jump, they're startled a little bit, they know that they're out. If they decide to turn and return fire and they want to fight it out, then go ahead and shoot them. But as long as they surrender right there, be nice to them, be kind, and don't shoot them point blank, okay? No blind fire. Blind fire is shooting around an object where you can't see. So this is where it goes back to you can only shoot what you can see. If I wanted to come around this corner and fire, that's fine as long as I've got eyes on. If I don't have eyes on, I should not be going like this. And the biggest reason for that is making sure that if two people happen to be around the same corner and they both go like this and then they're hitting each other in the face, that's not good. Okay? Barrel bags is a cover that you put on here. Airsoft, we don't worry about it because the guns actually stay on the field and the only thing you bring in with you is a magazine. And paintball, you have to have that barrel bag on every time you exit the field. And your mask has to stay on while you're on the field, and that's it. So we'll stop here and then I'll take you to the next thing.